Hi, everybody. Scott Garson here. I am going to read some stuff for you. This is going to be all stuff that I wrote on my phone. I wrote most of it last summer. For starters, it was because I was on the road and that was the only way I could write. But then I was kind of like getting into writing on my phone. So, anyway, uh, first piece is called Appointment. It was part of a set of 9 of these that appeared late last year in Electric Literature. Appointment. I met with the meaning consultant for 20 minutes, which I could afford. I said she should probably charge more for her service so people would enter less doubtful. What's the problem with doubt? She asked. Really? I said. She studied me for a time. Let me ask you this, she said, but asked nothing. It began to get harder for me to act like the earth was not flying around, and with it our chairs, the floral arrangement, the paintings, the Tiffany lamp. Another one from that same set, this one called Speak. I took a seat next to a talkative man, a tenor, who put out architectures of grammar like it was his job. I wanted to pay him. The sound of his voice in my head was this endless fucked up audiobook I could populate with my own dreams of, I don't know, phantoms and airborne contortionists, monkeys hanging out on clouds, throwing down pennies and seeds. Okay, this next one is called Time Machine. It's from the most recent set number 8 of these. It's getting here its premiere. I mean, I texted it to my wife, so she read it. But otherwise, this is world premiere. Time Machine. First jump we made was in place, like straight up, then float down. It's 10 years later. Not a smart choice. A safe choice, we had been thinking, but no, we saw our mistake. We gaped at our babies. Since they weren't ours, or not yet, they seemed like tiny aliens, filled with alien habits and drives not suited to the house we'd recently bought, or bought, I guess, 10 years before. We gaped at ourselves, rushing everywhere, passing without even touching. No, you said, the real you, or the earlier you. Now wait, I managed to say. We need to break up, you said. Now wait, I repeated. Right now, you said twice in a row. I had to think fast. We can intervene, I said, or the world might, right, implode. Stop being manipulative, you said to me. I said, right. I said, I confess to that. Let's go back and talk more, I said. We need to go slow on this. Okay, last one. This is a short called Yeeble which for you fans of American literature is Bartleby backwards. Bartleby the Scrivener, great story by Herman Melville. Yeeble. I bounced a check, and looking into it, I saw that I hadn't been paid. So I called HR. They told me to speak with Richard Ham, my supervisor, this guy whose smile looked like a dirty sock. I haven't been paid, I said. Ham effected the smile. I haven't paid you, he said. Why not? I asked. He told me that he preferred not to. You prefer not to? I said. Not to pay me for my work? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I prefer not to be here. If we're talking about preferences, I prefer sleeping in. Next morning, however, I reconsidered. Ham was new to our division. Maybe this was a test, I thought, his way of trying to estimate our commitment to the corporate vision. Also, I wondered if Ham could have read me as formally quitting my job. I worried. Jobs at my level were scarce, winter a poor time for searching. I got dressed and went in. I worked hard, hoped to be noticed. I hoped that yesterday's scene had been some kind of joke, like a mood passing. I hoped that Richard Ham would prefer to pay me next time round. Thanks, guys.